Time for the C-suite sit-down. President Obama is set to sit down with his economic team today. They're going to discuss the findings of the stress test. Meanwhile, a lot of community banks seem to be going strong, including Waterfield Financial Services. Last month entered into a new partnership, as a matter of fact, to offer more to its customers. And I'm joined by Randy Waterfield, the CEO of Waterfield Financial Services, to talk more about his business. Good to have you, Randy. Thanks for coming on. Now, tell us a little bit about your business in particular. As you say, local banking, I assume financial advice as well. Would you have even been eligible for TARP funds? Are you somebody that could have applied for this government help or no?
You know, as a private community bank, we are eligible for TARP funds. Frankly, we're not big on government handouts, and frankly, the strings attached in that program.
Right, so you never went after them.
That we just weren't frankly interested.
Okay, so you weren't interested, and you're doing all right without them. Is that the case?
Sure.
How's business?
Yeah, actually, I think it's a very good time. It's a very good time to be in community banking. Spreads are very wide. The cost of funding is almost zero. So as long as you're not saddled with legacy assets, it's actually a fantastic time to be in banking. It's
interesting because we had a conversation about 20 minutes ago. We had another community bank type of CEO on yesterday. We do this show on the internet, and he was on, and he did take TARP money, right? He took it and says he was able to strengthen his business with it. And I was kind of asking him, like, what was the point of this TARP to begin with? I thought it was to kind of bail out the system, you know, as opposed to help people get a competitive advantage in their businesses, and because he said he didn't need it. What was your thought process in deciding not to apply for that money?
You know, again, as long as your institution is well capitalized, and Waterfield Bank is a well capitalized institution, our need for capital and so forth is diminished. And certainly government funds and so forth can provide a competitive advantage, or for those banks that need capital, you know, certainly a necessary plug in the hole in their balance sheet. But from our perspective, it just wasn't necessary.
Now, one of the things I've also heard from people that are in your position, and this goes back to some comments that the analyst Meredith Whitney made this week, is that, hey, listen, as you say, there are a lot of smaller banks that are in a pretty good spot right now. Their problem, though, is scale. They don't have a lot of market share compared to these big guys that are threatening the entire system. Do you plan, because you're in a relatively good spot, to scale up, so to speak, to go after more market share? How does that work out?
You know, we really do. What's unique about our business model is that we partner with large branded organizations, organizations like the Air Force Association or American Airlines. And using that brand, we target the customers and members of those organizations. So it's a very unique distribution strategy. And I think given the solid financial position of the company and also some of the unique aspects of our products, we think it's a fantastic time to expand and grab market share.
All right, good luck with that, Randy. Thanks for coming on to talk about it. We appreciate it.
Sure. Thanks, Cal.
Randy Waterfield, Waterfield Financial Services.